Sit down. Take a deep breath.
Yep. So
Watch these unprofessional goofballs.
well, I already said I hope he's not going to be on there this time. I don't ever want to see another
Soul Man.
Yeah, I don't ever want to see another.
He needs to
stream.
shave that thing off.
Yeah,
Can't be taken seriously with one of those.
I know. Well, but then he opens his mouth, and then he can't be
At least
taken
grow a
seriously.
full goatee, man.
Hell yeah, absolutely.
Alright, I'll be right back.
All right, man.
Alright.
So yeah, I'll let you know what happens, Carrie.
Oh. Alright. Paper. This was a hard one for me to write.
Okay. No, there he is on the frickin' left-hand side, but there's no audio. Oh wait, no, it's my audio.
The fourth now Galactic Stronghold stream. I was trying to count yesterday. I don't know. Courtney had a better number track than I did. So we have a very, very special guest today. We are joined by Chill. I'm going to point through and over Jack. We have Chill. Do you prefer Chill or Brandon? I probably should ask you.
Chill's my online name.
There you
That
go.
works.
So we have Chill from, some of you may know from swtorPaladin Kaas. So he's going to be joining us today. He's actually spent a little bit of the day already decorating in Dromund Kaas.
Yes.
Which, by the way, we're standing in the Dromund Kaas stronghold right now.
Yes, you get
This
to
is
see
the first time
Drome.
you guys will get to see it. So we're going to... Jack's going to give you kind of a fly-through.
Show the map,
what it looks
assholes.
like.
Show
and
the
then we're
damn
gonna
map.
Hand it over to Chill, and he's going to talk a little bit about what he decorated today. And I have a couple of notes written down. And between
Oh, he
myself
wrote
and
down notes
Chill,
this time. Holy
we're going
shit.
to talk you guys through some of the questions that we know a lot of you had about.
Oh, yeah?
He actually
about
wrote down the
Dromund,
questions this
more
time.
answers for you guys. So,
Oh my
Jack,
gosh.
Without further ado, I'll let you take over.
Cool. Embarrassing.
Hey
You must
everybody.
got chewed
Alright, so
out or
finally we
something.
get to see
Oh, I
Dromund
hope
Kaas.
so.
It is laid out the same way as your Coruscant, but
All
it
right.
actually obviously
Yeah.
looks very, very different. It's very cool.
I had somebody who's about to get on the
rain
phone
effects
with me
that you
and
can see on the windows.
help me
It
edit
looks
this
very dark
paper.
and
So let me do
Sith-like,
that.
which
Then
is
All right.
submit it. And
I can-
So this is
I
where
can
you
help you
start
too if
in.
you need
There's
it.
a little elevator here to pop in.
Oh yeah, I
Kinda
appreciate
lead you guys
that.
around.
Yeah, just let me know.
And on your
I've
right,
got my
you a nice
pocket
little,
editor.
Of course not. We call
Awesome,
it the sunroom.
awesome.
Clearly not the sunroom.
The rain room?
Sunroom class. The rain room is good. A little dark temple out there in the background. So yeah,
She does
nice
not
big
miss
spacious
very
room
much.
here. Nice kind of neon
Awesome.
crown molding, I guess you could call it, up here in the ceiling. And we'll go through
Alright,
the
cool.
hallway.
Peace.
Yeah, peace, man.
Another nice room here on this side, which is also, like I said, similar to Coruscant. We do not have final doors in this yet. So I'm
gonna
going to
door
fly through
hack.
some of the doors because the new doors are the ones that are hooked up and not these. But
Do you want to talk a little bit about how doors are going to work? It's actually
Yeah.
a question that we had.
absolutely. So the doors are actually very cool. They're very Star Wars-like, the ones we're going to have in, where they open up 4 ways, up, down, left, right, and they slide, so you see them slide open and close. And so, and the way they work, the doors
so there are
work
gonna
in all
be working
apartments
doors.
is when you go into the apartment, you'll unlock the door, and then once you've unlocked it, it will stay open as long as you're in the stronghold, and then when you leave the stronghold and come back, obviously it's still unlocked, even though the door will be closed, and you can come in and open it again for no cost or anything like that. But you open it again, and as long as you stay in the stronghold, the doors will stay open. But the animations are actually very cool. So, and we'll fly through and show you
Door hack. Door
As
hack.
a caveat, so you'll notice some weird things like Jack teleporting through a door.
Yeah.
We are, again, on a dev server. All this is actively being developed as we speak. So any weirdness that you see, keep that in mind.
Yeah.
But that's why we're doing fun things like flying through doors.
Yep. Yeah, like I said, the new doors are they're on another shard, but we don't have them hooked up here on this one. So I'll fly through.
Woo.
Fly, pelican. All right.
Jack's a hacker is what it comes down to.
Totally. Everybody beware. All right. Nice. Here's our stairway leading up. As you can see, Chill's already done a few things in here. We'll go to the balcony first.
Yeah, a few things.
He's
went
been a little bit busy.
This looks a
Yes.
lot like.
He'll get a lot busier.
Coruscant.
Yeah. And as someone said earlier, thank God I'm not decorating today. Agreed.
Yeah, I said that.
Chill is much better than I am, even at first pass.
Maybe we should let you go at the end, and then you can destroy it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like I did to your stronghold the other day.
That'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
No, they
Let's
should.
see how long it takes you to
out
dismantle
this
How long
thing.
did it take before it looks terrible? Yeah.
Totally. All right, and you can see this actually looks.
Okay,
really
it's
cool.
raining
I'll
now.
take a little step back.
That looks really cool.
You don't normally get to see this, but this is what your
Dev hacks!
strongholds are going to look like here.
Yeah.
It's so not
This is pretty
fair.
cool.
I love how you can see inside the stronghold from outside. I got the inside room is even busier than this outside. So.
We just need to put in like Starfighter flybys that you can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not going to happen.
I wish you would put in
All right,
Starfighter
and we'll
flybys.
move into this side. We'll go in the doors. Get that one unlocked. All right, Jill's been busy in this room too,
This is the main room I got busy on.
as you can see.
I put something everywhere basically, just to try it all out and see what's available.
Yep. Oh,
I love the skull thing from one of the Dread operations.
Yes.
And so I put that down. It's all fire underneath, and then I put a datacron inside the
Oh,
fire.
nice.
I was happy to see that Chill
like that.
also lit his stronghold on fire, just as I did yesterday as well.
And there's some trophies and stuff up here you guys have seen. We'll talk about that here in a second after I go through it, and I'll turn it back over.
Where'd you get those droids from?
All right, we'll flat.
Oh, those are NPCs.
All right, another big open room.
Vendors, I mean.
Nice neon crown molding. And you've got rooms here. There's 3 rooms just like they are in Core, laid out the same way. So I'm not even going to go through those because they look, as you can tell, I'll give you just a preview through the window. All right, so lots of detail on this. Clearly, it looks very Imperial. I certainly hope everybody likes it. That the environment artists and VFX guys have done some amazing jobs on this stuff. So
And there's some really cool stuff.
yeah, and it's seriously like the rain on the windows is.
Yeah. I love that kind of.
Oh, there it is. I can see it running
Can
down
you
the
guys
bottom.
See that actually?
Oh, yeah, they can, yeah. People, I saw
Okay.
lots of, oh my god, rain effects
Yeah.
in the beginning.
Yeah, and
Yeah, I remember when I saw this, because it was a few weeks ago.
You have to
when
look really
still
close,
really,
but you can-
much earlier in Drone, we guys
Just
were
the
still
bad
working on a lot
res.
of the stuff. And,
Yeah.
and I came over yesterday, like, do you want to see the windows? And I was like, why would I want to see windows? And you're like, oh no, come look at the windows.
You need
And I
to
became
see that.
immediately ecstatic. I was like, yes!
absolutely, you need to see the windows. All right, that is my quick tour. I'm going to turn it over to Chill and let him do his thing, and then we can spend some time in here, and then any other rooms that you guys, if you guys have any requests, go decorate the garage. I don't know,
Yeah.
whatever you
Yes,
guys want to
please
see.
decorate the
We're
garage.
more than happy to go and acquiesce to your request.
All right, I'll give you guys a little space so you guys can. Okay.
Yes, give him space. Go off the freaking stream, Eric. Damn, you're annoying.
All right.
All right, so first things first, why don't we do this? Chill, why don't you go ahead and reintroduce yourself and talk about, I imagine a lot of people know swtorPaladin, but why don't you go ahead and plug yourself a little bit, plug the
Okay.
website and everything where people can learn more about you guys.
Right. Well, we're on at utinicast.com, and we're available on iTunes and Stitcher and Spreaker
Okay.
and a few other places. We're pretty easy to find if you do a Google search. We do our own version of it's utinicast, but we don't spell it the Star Wars way. We spelled it our own way, so more phonetic.
Would Lucas not be happy if you spelled it back this way?
Well, we figured we did what Google did. Like Google took the math word, which was Google,
Yeah.
G-O-G-O-L, which is
Yeah.
really bizarre spelling,
Right.
and then they turned it into Google, which is exactly how you think it should be spelled.
Got it.
Interesting.
So we took something that looks like a tinny
Yeah.
and turned it into Utini.
Got it.
It's
Pretty clever.
pretty smart, actually.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
All right, so while we're facing this way, why don't we,
Sure.
if you want to look at trophies, and
Yes.
so Jack, do you want to talk a little bit through trophies? Because this is the first time we've ever actually explained them and show what they look like.
Yep, absolutely. So, you guys will get trophies retroactively based on achievements.
So those are the
things that you've
trophies.
already done. If you've already done operations, flashpoints, that sort of thing, your achievements will give you trophies. There are smaller versions of these that are the story mode trophies, and these are hard mode and nightmare mode. Hard mode on the left, nightmare mode outlined in gold. Although in the Drow Stronghold it looks kind of greenish, goldish
Yeah.
kind of color, but
Right.
it has a little bit of a different look to it. It's to snip out that. So I love the way our trophies look with the kind of the little VFX that's on it, and I love decorating smothering my stronghold in these things. It looks really cool.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it'll be cool, especially if you're like, if you're a big operations player, big obstacle. Next to this, trophies across multiple things. But you'll be able to I just envision walking down a hallway and just seeing rows and
Yeah.
rows of trophies for all
Yeah.
the things.
So are
that
those
you
story modes?
completed, and
To
Yeah.
show off your stuff. Like there's some of the
There's
story
some more.
mode. Yeah.
Okay.
that was very, very cool.
Yep. They're awesome.
All right, so chill. So we're gonna largely just let you kind of walk and talk a little bit.
So
talk
the
a little
bigger
bit about
stuff
your
must be
decorating,
drops
kind of
then?
what you've done in your stronghold,
I guess.
anything cool that you found while you were checking it out, and then maybe we'll move you into a different room and actually let you decorate from scratch
Okay.
again.
Yeah, well, I started in this room and kind of worked my way out from the windows, just because, of course, I was drawn to the windows as well.
Sure.
So I started with the droid, which is actually
I'm back.
you can actually do stuff with this eventually.
Yeah, I'll talk a little bit about like that. So I think I mentioned it last time. These are the fabricator droids. They're on the fleet. You can actually obviously put them in your stronghold as well. But the crafters who can craft
You can
components,
put the crafter
can take
droids on
them
your
to these types of droids,
on your
and
stronghold.
These guys will actually build decorations for you.
Right.
which is good.
And-
Oh shit! What the hell? Just freaking. That damn thing just lagged out. Great.
And craft components, can take them to these types of droids, and these guys will actually build decorations for you.
Right.
Son of a bitch. Oh, the stream just blew up.
But I don't know why, for some reason, our broadcasting software just spiked real hard on the ping.
It had nothing to do with Strongholds.
It actually didn't. No, it was for some reason OBS crashed
Okay,
out.
cool, it's back.
You guys
It
should
looks
be
like the
fine now.
fabricator
Carry on
droids
with your decorating.
actually make stuff kind of like your companions do.
Right.
I fixed it.
So they're kind of like
OBS crashed.
companions, I guess.
Don't worry, I saw it.
Except they're
Thanks,
placed
Hillary.
on your
That was
stronghold.
Yeah. Yeah,
That was
so-
dedication, because our pit is on the other side of this building. So Hillary just ran across the building. Yeah, that was good. Well done, Hillary.
So that's cool.
Yeah, Chariots of Fire is playing somewhere.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so the Flaming Skull, awesome, and then I added a Datacron. The Datacron actually has effects, too, so they sort of interact in a weird way, and it's very
You've
cool.
got that table down there that shows the master.
Yeah, we'll show that in a second, too. And put a few crystals on the outside just for fun.
Yeah.
And tried out the rugs. And actually, I spun the rug. Can I spin the rug back?
Sure.
Because I had it
Free.
like this, and I spun it so that it kind of like it was leading up to the skull.
Yep.
It's very cool that way.
There you go.
Let's see if I can get that right. And I did not set it that way. The other way, X. Sometimes it takes a bit of experimentation. Yeah. And then hide it all again. So it looks like my rug is
placed.
leading up to the skull, which is very cool.
Confirmed on stream, you're better at decorating than I am.
Already.
Yeah, didn't even take long.
Yeah,
Didn't
we
take long.
established
I've been
that.
doing this for like 30 minutes, an hour.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
And then, then you just start looking for things that are thematically appropriate. So I found, the good old carbonite stuff and some weapons lockers. This actually got spun around too. It actually looks really cool, so I do want to spin that one around.
Still don't see any companions placed anywhere.
It actually popped it. You may have to look at it. And I can't remember what category that one was in.
Okay. Neither can I right off the hand.
Yeah, I mean, container.
Is it technological or it could be a
So
container?
this will be a perfect moment for me to do the reiteration of this is a dev shard, so you may see some weird things like this that happen. Yeah. What happened is when we did a reset before it happened, some of this things got re-rotated. This is all
We'll leave it alone. And you can kind of see through the thing that there's like armor in it and stuff like that. It's very cool.
Wait, so is that the
I've
armor
never
locker
decorated.
thingy?
Yeah.
But it's
I just
turned
kinda
around?
worked my way around the room, put up a few
Ah!
of these, posters and the
The
trophies on the wall, which are awesome.
Yeah.
And then this is one of the
The
house-
trophies look
I
really
made its
cool.
logo. Can't remember offhand. It's one of the Alderaanian houses.
Yeah.
And I also found the crate dragon, just as it turns out.
Of course.
That's what I did yesterday.
My hope on my dream on the Crate Dragon is to actually have a full-size replica Crate Dragon that you can
That
put
you
out.
put outside in,
I like
in a
that
massive
poster thing on the
space.
right.
Yeah. Someone's like, oh,
That-
I have
the tall one?
I have the Phantom out in my my
The one
storage
above
bay.
the,
Like, I
droid.
have a crate dragon.
Yes.
An entire
Yes, I like that
crate
too.
dragon.
Yeah, and it turns out there's like actual like pieces of art.
I'm
It's very
hoping
cool.
their those for
For your
every
office.
galactic
Modern
starfighter.
Yeah.
For your office.
I'm hoping.
Some high class champagne parties.
Mhm.
Yeah, there you go.
So I just put that there just
'Cause they
to
do look
show
really
that
cool.
they're
And they're
there.
look
And I
at that.
love this. This is from CZ198, the CZ198 biome chart. And I just love it.
Yeah.
I love the Zerka stuff too. That's a
Alright.
Zerka
So a
poster.
couple people have been shooting out some questions in chat now and again. So feel free. If I see anything that comes up, I'll definitely be sure to pull it in. I know Chill actually has some questions as well that he'll be shooting to Jack as we go. I have never seen that before.
Oh, you haven't seen the master
Isn't that
data
awesome?
roll? So you can
What does he
collect them
do all day?
individually, and this is what you get when you collect them all. You
Yep.
get the master collection.
So,
What?
What
So,
the dude
yeah.
playing right
Is
now?
that for having every data?
No, the guy on the
Yeah.
right. I just want to
Oh
slap
my
the shit out
god,
of him.
that's amazing.
and there's a light side version.
He works
of the
there.
Table.
The
Yeah,
lights
I
item.
I didn't know about this. What?
Holy.
What are you
wow.
doing?
Yeah.
So, Chill, I feel like your stairwell's missing mining sirens.
Yeah, exactly. It needs.
No,
it
don't do
definitely
that.
needs
Don't do
sirens.
that.
I will see
I
these
think we had
places are
enough
pretty
money
big.
yesterday.
Actually, this is kind of cool, but these got turned around too. But
I
it
think
kinda-
it's just a
kinda
copy
looks
paste,
cool
of
that
course,
way,
on
too,
the,
actually.
but
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
having a
this
hard
does
time
work.
telling.
Most of them were turned like this.
You meant to
where
do
you can
that.
actually see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just put these down there because they fit. And
They're all the same format, at least. I think Tatooine's the only one that's going to be
Stuff.
different.
then, launched outside, and holy mackerel, outside is really cool.
Jill can blame me
Look at that.
for
You can
messing
see
up
all
this
the way down there.
rotation.
Oh, great. Blah.
So I made this a lot.
So you're like way up on top in Dromund Kaas, I guess,
It's
just like
actually-
on
yeah,
kind
you
of
were
the Coruscant.
experimenting with
Yeah,
throwing
but
stuff
it's
down.
fun.
I think this is what everyone will do the first time they come in. They'll just start throwing decorations all over.
Exactly.
It's like,
What is
No.
guys against walls.
That's a
Portals
data.
outside.
That's a
Give me
Gree
more
thing.
prestige points.
Yeah.
And
That's
there's
a
tons
big
of
Gree
people that
reset
absolutely
tower
use. As busy as this
thingy.
looks, I mean, it could be way busier. So as you can see, so
And the nice thing is there's lots of decorations that
Big
are really,
pile.
subtle
Sorry
as well
about
that
that.
you'll be able to place in those hooks that won't actually make it look busy. Like it keeps it pretty open as well, which is good.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll click
The,
on hit edit.
Hypergate is
Hit edit.
just awesome.
Yeah.
Hit edit.
Back in the edit mode here.
There you go.
Because I want
That's from Terror.
Let's see.
That's a reconstructed Hypergate from Terror
Kinda
from Beyond.
rotated and it looked a little better.
But the weird thing is, though, those
And what's
aren't
cool is that when you're on the inside, you can actually people had seen this yesterday when I was
trophies?
shooting, you can actually see
So
outside
those
of
must
the
be
windows
drops
and
from
see
the boss.
you see the portal through the
Yeah,
windows.
and you can see my
Forget.
Yeah, you can see the
skull.
flames going on the inside, like so cool.
Yeah. That flaming skull will look rather intimidating out on your
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. Out there.
Yeah. Just look outside. You're like, you just have guests over. You're like, guys, let's just all sit
I wish
around
they'd show the
and
damn
talk and
NPCs
everyone's
and
just
companions.
quiet and awkward. Like, I don't know if I should be talking right now.
Yeah, with all these
Again, the
chairs and
got
furniture.
kind of spun around, but it was
Can
fun
we
because
sit
like
in
you
that
can.
stuff yet?
I
Yes.
laid out some of them.
It'll
so
have
you
an
can see
emote.
directly, but then I laid out
Maybe
others like at an angle, like someone had just used it
Good.
and just stood up and walked away.
Sure.
And
You can sleep on your
get
beds now,
people,
too.
and they dance, and when you can
Finally.
because of the X and Y changes, you can have them like dancing like right next to each other, so it doesn't look like they're all just separated.
Yeah, which is cool.
But they only have the
Someone asked an
one.
interesting question, Jack.
dance.
What is your title and what do you do at BioWare?
Oh, my title.
Yeah.
My title is producer for the swtor
You can go look that up.
Really the expansion producer, so obviously for Strongholds specifically. And what else? I've been here almost 4 years. It'll be 4 years next month, actually. In 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Nice.
Short version is Jack is the producer in charge of Strongholds.
Yes.
Yeah, we know that.
Yep, and you can.
He's the person that I run to.
There's
whenever
other
people ask
weapons too.
questions.
There's other weapons besides the turret too.
Yeah.
So you can turn your place into an absolute fortress if
Yeah,
you want to.
I've done that on my Narshada garage. In fact, I on the little there's little like landing pad type areas outside. I put nothing but just giant turrets.
Turrets all over the place?
Yeah, like,
Go ahead.
Don't come near my
Flying. So one of the questions that someone asked, that's something we haven't been asked before that we could talk a little bit about, is when will it be possible to purchase decorations with certificates, cartel market certificates?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yep.
Actually, when you first start in the fleet and you get your quest, your starter quest on the fleet or on your capital worlds. And when you go to the fleet, there are some decoration vendors that are right there by the Stronghold directories, and there are 3 of them. One will sell you stuff for credits, and there's other 2 will sell stuff for cartel certificates. And they will obviously be different
That's
things
good.
on all of those. So
Yeah.
you'll get to see lots of different stuff.
Yeah. The rule that I like to say, and I'm pretty sure it is almost true in all instances, if there is a thing that exists in Tor that you can spend or do, you will probably get a decoration from it in some capacity.
Yeah.
Like they are everywhere. For sure.
I have a question for the crowd out there.
There you go.
And feel free to take some time and think about it, or you may know the answer already.
This means that chat is going to be spammed the second you finish the question.
No, it won't, because we're on a
It's not
90-second
leading
delay.
anything, right now, but I'm just
whatever.
curious personally. We have 4 strongholds at launch.
Yep.
Nar, Kor, Dro, and Tatooine, of course. If we were to do another one, where would you guys want to live?
Yeah. Chill, let's ask you.
Oh my
Put you on
god.
the spot.
Oh wow.
If there was
Okay.
another planet,
It looks like Voss. Voss and
Well,
Tython?
there's a lot of planets that wouldn't really be conducive because no one really lives there. But
That's the beauty of it. What if you want to be isolated?
Yeah, that's true.
That doesn't necessarily exclude it.
I know my answer for it. I'm curious to know y'all's answer.
Yeah.
Looks like it's almost
What's
all
your-
Voss.
Aldron's beautiful. I could see Aldron.
Alderaan?
That would be my answer.
Oh, is it?
It would be Alderaan, yeah.
Not much people
I
are
would say
saying Hoth.
Alderaan or Hoth.
Hoth
for
would be
sure.
awesome.
You know, it'd probably be Alderaan.
I
You
think-
know
I
why?
think eventually Hoth would have
But
to
actually, it would be
come
Alderaan or Voss.
Ooh, Voss.
I
Sure.
love
Voss would be good.
Voss. I've always loved that planet.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see. We're seeing a lot of Hoths.
Lots of Hoths. Interesting.
Lots of Hoths.
Typhon. Yeah, I can see
Hoths,
Typhon.
yeah.
I could live in a cave on Typhon.
Yeah, right?
That'd be kind of cool.
That would actually be real cool.
My
Yeah.
cave stronghold.
That's very interesting, yeah. Alderaan, yeah. Those are some really good answers. All right, so do we want to fly him
Most
in
people
down to
said
the garage
Kashyyyk.
and let, or actually, he could fly himself there. Sure, either way. And let's let him get to
So
to
you can
some-
stay right there.
Let's him get to some decorating. And one of the things that we've seen a bunch of questions about is I'm not actually sure if I unlocked companions. I didn't check, but is companions and companions, pets, and mounts. One of the things I know that people have asked a lot of questions about is with pets and mounts. How that will work. The nice thing is it'll look a little bit. I'll be able to show you in the UI a little bit more about that this time, and I actually have a very concrete answer on how
Oh, there's the
you
garage.
place pets and mounts and how that works. So once
About damn time.
once Chill gets into throwing one down, and I think I only
Been-
gave you two.
Been asking
that's
about
all right. Your
this
options
for
are very limited.
weeks.
Oh, yeah. I like how, as long as it's on camera, you can use the hook. It's not like most of the clickables in the game.
Actually,
where there's a range.
like in Tatooine, for example, you can actually get on your balcony where you start, and you look down below you and you see all the hooks, and you can actually decorate from
way
on
up
the
above.
high.
That's
so to
cool.
speak.
All right, so here's
Very godlike.
I'll do a little explanation while Chill's doing this. So if you look right now, you can see that for the charcoal dewback and the PMP pleasure speeder, he has one of each currently, and that is because he obviously he got himself a dewback from the cartel market, got it from a pack, and he turned it in, and it was granted him as a decoration. The way it will work is that he can only place one charcoal dewback in his Dromund Kaas stronghold because he has one. That is true for any mount that he has. He will only be able to have one of them in this stronghold. However, that one is unique per stronghold. So once he's unlocked the dewback, or like a lot of people asked about like the PvP Rancor, for example, as soon as you have unlocked that, let's say you were awesome in Season 1, you have the Rancor. You can place one in your Dromund Kaas stronghold. Only one. Then you go to your Nar Shaddaa stronghold, you can place one Rancor there. So once you've unlocked a pet or a mount, you have one to use uniquely in each stronghold that you have. And that goes for all pets and mounts. You cannot place more than one, you can only place one. But that is how it will work.
Huh.
Very nice.
Across your legacy.
Good explanation.
Yeah.
So you have to eat it,
But
but
light
you only
them
get
up, you
one.
can see 'em better,
But you
even
get
though
one
they're
per.
charcoal.
That's right. Highlight them up a little bit. So that's how.
looks
So
really
we know.
cool.
We
How
have
did
a
they
lot
not
of,
know
a lot
that
of
weeks
questions
ago?
about that. That's how that will be.
Oh, well. Glad they finally figured that out.
And there's pets. Might as well do a pet, right?
Yeah, might as well show it off, right?
Okay, let's do a pet.
You'd think they would have figured that out a long time
I've
ago.
used some of my, not the dewbacks, but some of my.
Okay, so no,
my
do a
lizards as
companion.
My gargoyles, specifically, like on the.
That's cool.
On
That's a
the
really good idea.
Nar
actually.
Shaddaa.
Yeah, that's a really good idea. Why didn't I think of that? I'm gonna steal that for my bad decorating. That's good.
Oh no, that means you're good decorating.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
It's
I guess
good
that's true, right? If I take good ideas from
Yeah,
people, it'll
can't-
make my house
Well,
less bad.
no. Well, no.
Yeah,
So it looks like you got to eat it to be able to place it,
Might as
though.
well go
That's
old
pretty-
Womp Weasel.
that's pretty fair. That's pretty fair.
Just in case people, I don't know if people ask this question or are curious about it as well, the decoration editor buttons and the windows here,
Oh, right, yeah, you
these
gotta
are
talk
things
about
that you
that.
can resize. We've minimized this one just a little bit, but you can expand it to open up a few more buttons or make it a little bit smaller. But I always go through and reduce the size of these so I can see more of what I'm placing.
Yeah. Because I know some people
Right,
like
and then-
really minimalist UI, so you can literally just go into the interface editor and just go swoop,
Yep.
one nice and small.
Yep.
And then if you want to completely change a room, pick up all decorations.
Yep. You can pick up everything in the room itself. Yep.
Show a companion.
paranoid about it in the other room
it'll
because I'd
just
already
do it
done
right.
so much.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen
Right.
I've seen a whole
Just
bunch
the
of
one
questions about companions. So I didn't
Oh,
I don't
shit.
think I actually unlocked any of the companions in this character this week.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
not intentional. Actually, I just didn't. I
Again?
will make sure to try to get a companion unlocked next week so I can
Oh
sit down
my
and talk a little
gosh.
bit more about how companions will work. So it's my fault. That
Are you
that I forgot to set up
serious?
this character, but
Give him a damn companion really quick. Oh, so irritating.
Any update on training dummies, Jack? If we able to put training dummies in the house?
You know, I don't have any updates on that. Sorry, I will make a note of that and ask.
Fair enough.
One other note on the companions too. That our design is to have it to where if you have a companion placed as a decoration, and then you go through and actually want to have your companion run around with you, as your companion's running around with you, the decoration becomes actually a holo of your companion.
Wow,
Oh, okay.
that's cool.
That makes sense.
Do you know if it works? And just because this is one of the other questions that people had asked, and you might know this, is that can you place companions across multiple characters as individual decorations?
Right. So you can place the companions that are part of your character, your class. You can place as decorations, and then if you want to place other ones, then you can log in with that legacy character that has those companions unlocked and place them. So, like your Jedi Knight won't be able to place Kimball, for example, but your Sith Inquisitor will be able to do that.
But if you've placed Kimball and then you log into your Jedi Knight and go into your Stronghold
you'll see him as a holo.
of Kimball.
Yeah, Kimball.
Perfect. Okay.
That's weird, but whatever.
People are asking if
Sure,
Dromund Kaas has a
Strongholds.
large ship hook like Dromund Kaas does.
It does not. Right now, Nar Shaddaa and Tatooine are the only ones that have the starship hooks in them.
What?
Coruscant and Dro, we talked about doing it. Really wasn't a good way to put it out there, but it certainly adds a little more value even to Nar Shaddaa and Tatooine.
Wow, okay.
Let's see what else I have in my
That
list of things.
that sucks.
So I know, and Alexi, I'll let Chill. I'll let you.
But I guess
grab
they're
this one.
cheaper,
I know
so
that you
maybe-
had some questions regarding
Maybe that's fair, I don't know.
listings and how that works. So I don't know if you want to run through some of those, and then Jack can elaborate as he can.
Right. So when you're doing the listing, how will it show up on like the public list?
Sure. So the public listings you can list it. Actually, let's do something real fast.
Sure.
You'll hide those and open up your GUI, your Stronghold Management GUI right
This
there.
one?
Yep. Here you go. So there's a little lock icon. There you go, like that. You click it. You go down and you click the Imperial logo. If you touch that, if you click that, that means now you're listing your Stronghold on the Imperial side for Dromund Kaas. So I won't see your Dromund Kaas Stronghold listed on Nar Shaddaa.
Where's the
for
search
example.
bar,
I'm going to see
though?
it on the Dromund Kaas directory.
Right.
And I have to go to the directory to see the public listings.
Can you show the
and if you
directory?
don't, this means when you list it publicly, that means you have at least a prestige score of 1,000, I believe. And then anybody can, as long as you're online and you have it listed, anyone can actually go travel to your stronghold and come run around and visit and check it out. Nar Shaddaa, if you click on that one down below, you can list it on either side. Since it's neutral, you can actually list it for both sides. So if you're Imperial or Republic, you'll be able to see the stronghold there, and in both sides will be able to come and check out your stronghold.
Very cool. And then it'll show up under whose name?
So it'll show up on the owner's name that you have. So if you can change that. Right now, one says Let's Go Stronghold, the other one says Aaron Bats.
Okay.
And you can change the owner for so different characters on your legacy can actually be designated as the owner of the stronghold.
You don't change it. You do change it here. So you left click here and then
And click on
pull
owner.
down.
Yep.
And that's a perfect time to talk about the other thing that you can
Oh,
see right
cool.
next to it.
Yes, it actually should be
There's the
labeled instead of
titles.
title. But we have stronghold labels, and subscribers will get this one, the Galactic Stronghold label, automatically. And I was racking my brain to remember exactly all the paths that you had to get new labels for it, but I think there's some achievement paths you can do, and I honestly don't remember all the different ways that you can actually get new titles.
Sure.
But it's not a free-form text, so you can't just go in and type in your own whatever it is, unless you have a guild flagship or guild stronghold. Then you can actually name it what you want it to be.
Yep.
Oh wow.
Okay.
That's fun.
That's
'Cause I know
good
we've
to
had a lot
know.
of questions about being able to name your stronghold. So the stronghold labels, not titles, but labels are what you can do, where you can just similar to a character title.
Is a character title is essentially correct.
And just to clear something up, because I've seen some people with the listing. So Dromund Kaas, for example, the fact that you can list it publicly to the Empire means that other Empire characters can see it in the public listing.
Right.
That does not exclude Republic characters from coming to your stronghold.
Correct.
They just have to be invited in.
Correct.
Or that, if they're another part of your legacy or something. So they can get there, it's just that they can't get there through the public listing from the other faction.
Correct.
So just to clarify.
Why don't
So
they
that's
show
not
the
some
public
confusion we had
listings?
about that.
Okay.
I don't think it's
And the
working.
completion is 99 out of 300 hooks have been used. Is that right?
That's right.
So if you does that really affect your prestige score though? I mean, do you really want to have a busy?
It does. So the way your prestige
Busy
score
stronghold?
is calculated, I close that one right there at the top.
This one?
Yeah, close that. So your prestige score for your stronghold, which you see there, 82,000, is calculated by multiplying your completion percentage, 33%, times your personal legacy prestige, which is seen on there on the left-hand side.
Okay.
So you multiply those two together, and then subscribers get double. And this account is a subscriber account.
Make
which is
it
why it's
double.
82,000.
Okay.
So that's how you get that number per stronghold.
Right. If you put something down on a hook and then remove it, does it still count it as used?
Nope. It'll go back into your decoration. You'll have it unlocked, so you gain prestige score every time you unlock a decoration.
Okay.
And when you place it in a hook and fill up that hook, it'll go count towards your completion percentage. But if you take it out of the hook,
Okay.
it will not count towards it.
All right. So there's sort of a
There's incentive for sure
incentive
for filling out
for
your
making it
stronghold.
very busy. Yes.
Oh, son of a bitch. Did you just get kicked out of it?
So there's sort of
Oh, there we
there's
go.
sort of a
No, they're lagging.
There's incentive for sure for filling out
for
your
making it
stronghold.
very busy. Yes.
Okay, that was what they said a few minutes ago, or a few seconds ago.
Because when does this launch? Beginning of August?
Like August 19th, I think.
Okay.
So there's sort of a
There's incentive for sure
incentive
for filling out
for
your
making it
stronghold.
very busy. Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But a lot of them, I mean, a lot of the decorations are very small.
Yeah, the top one, or you can sit the good one.
All right.
Well, you can feel free to decorate away, get some garage decorating going.
Well, there's just not very many vehicles, but that's all right. I'll
It's all right.
Figure
It
out.
doesn't have to be a
something.
garage. We could just pretend it's not.
Here's the other one, so that might as well do that one.
Yeah.
That looks awesome.
Actually, I think it might. So let's see if this.
It's a
screen
question
is
of
lagging.
PowerPoint presentation
See
now.
it lagging.
Uh-oh.
We'll see if it. We'll see
Nope.
if it. We'll see
Nope.
if it crashes out.
Oh, it says crashed again.
It's going
somebody-
to. Yeah,
Does
we'll
it?
see. Nope, there it goes. It fixed. Nope, we're good. It's corrected itself. I don't know why OBS is being.
Is that a giant
It-
womp rat, or is it
can't
just
tell
really
anybody else
close?
when this is
It
going
really
on.
can't. It really, really can't.
That green
sure.
light is pretty cool.
Yeah,
Pretty cool.
Oh,
I love that
Okay.
thing. Although, I just want to go in and mess it all up.
giant womp rat.
Just grab all the blocks and
Yes.
start moving it.
Yes.
Oh, it's over again.
What is with their stream?
Awesome. Awesome. It's been the most informative by a million times over. But
People about until we could show them.
Right.
Because, being able to see that you have hooks, yes, but that you can manipulate those hooks and change the layouts and do all
Sure.
that stuff
All the
and change
options
the
and stuff.
offsets, right.
Yeah.
That it was a lot easier to see. It was hard to understand it without actually being able to see it.
Right.
And although Guild Strongholds isn't as much a brand new system, but flagships,
Right.
Conquest, they are both new systems.
Yeah.
We want to be able to show them to you and not just talk about them entirely.
Yeah.
So,
And like this, you can have this as
That's
a guild
cool.
stronghold. So your guild can, if you're the guild leader, you can come in and buy this stronghold, and it'll behave similar ways as your personal stronghold. But your guild can donate decorations to the guild.
Do you have to buy it twice?
Stronghold, and anybody with a gold key can give out gold keys to multiple guild members, and they can decorate. So there are some differences between your personal stronghold and your guild in that way.
yeah. Actually, you're doing pretty good garagey here without your vehicles.
I don't see
Yeah,
any minefield
pretty
markers, though.
Yeah, I mean-
how do I know where to land my ship?
Where are those?
Do you love
Where
that
are those?
decoration as much as I
I
do,
do,
Jack?
I do.
It's my favorite. Oh my
On
god.
Tatooine and the open air garage area, I littered it with
Oh,
the minefield markers.
I should go back. I sent you a timestamp yesterday for when I discovered that the stream just got absurd from that point on because I was so excited.
And your staircase was filled with
Yeah,
them.
and my staircase was filled with them. And I told Courtney, she was like, there's no use for that. I was like, what happens if you walk in my front door and you go, I know there's a party here, where is it at? And then you just look at the stairwell and you just see
Oh, so funny. Ha, ha, ha,
You know, it's
ha,
kind of
ha,
along that
ha,
line.
ha.
One of my favorite decorations that I keep asking for more of, I think I may have said this last week too, are these holo signs that we have. There's one for Corellia and for the casino and things like that. I just love the way they look on the walls. You can just go down to category trophies, signs. Oh, sorry, not trophies. Category signs.
There you go.
There you go. And then keep going. You have to scroll through.
Okay.
Hologram.
Just start on this one.
Yeah, you just pick one of the. Keep going. Info screen. I like the info screens too. Like the
Yeah.
whole sign. Falcon. I kept one.
Black Falcon.
This is right. The third one down. Yeah, that
Green
one's
Falcon.
Corellia, or there's no one for the
Very
Falcon.
nice.
I don't know. I just love the way that those look.
Yeah, they're cool.
Yeah, that is nice.
So nice.
I want that in my house
Yeah.
in real life.
Let's see. So this is a question that we get a lot. And I'm going to have Tate or Hillary, whoever is watching chat. Someone asked about if I was a sub until X date, what do I get? That type of stuff.
God, stop asking
If
the
you go to
question.
swtor.com/galactic-stronghold, I believe is the web URL. But Hillary or Tate will be able to put that in chat. You can read all about when you needed to be a subscriber by. What perks you will get for doing so, plus if you're even if you're preferred or free to play, when you'll get access to being able to have your own stronghold. All that information's on that page, so you'll be able to see all that stuff there
Security
as well.
monitor, network security monitor. I think this one. There's a different one that actually shows. It looks like it's showing different perks.
Somebody just said,
Oh, that's awesome.
damn it, who the
That's
fudge keeps on asking that question?
It's just one of those.
Thank you. Robert.
That's
I
so
would be
funny.
interested to hear from you guys out there what your favorite decorations end up being. There's hundreds of them to choose from. So
Yeah.
as
Only
this launches,
hundreds?
Of course, more and more will,
That's
will
not
keep coming
good.
in. But
Thousands?
I'll be curious to see what those sort of polls look like.
Yeah. So someone asked a question that I think is, and actually I'm gonna throw it to Chill. Someone asked, "Is working at BioWare fun?" So obviously, Jack and I do work at BioWare. How has
Really?
it been like? Did you actually had a chance to be around the studio?
Yeah.
And, get to see the inside the building a little bit. Walk around today and.
So much beautiful art on the walls. in here.
Someone just said implying they work
Yeah,
for
it would be very
BioWare.
fun to work here.
You guys can kind of see it a little bit right here. It's kind of in the frame a little bit. There's concept art behind us. You obviously can't see it because of the camera, but there's concept art throughout the whole building. All of our halls are lined with different concept art from pre-launch through. I think there's even some McKeb art and stuff around. So there's lots of really cool stuff to see in this building. It adds a little extra element of flavor to it.
Right.
Short answer is, as someone who does work here, yes, it's absolutely fun to work here. Yeah.
You could actually make walls out of these things. That's kind of cool.
Yeah. That's what I tried. I tried to do something with those yesterday. It didn't go well because I was doing it, and that automatically means that I've been doing poorly. There's a bunch of questions about. I guess maybe we hadn't talked about it. Character transfers and how that will affect strongholds.
Right.
Sure. So your character transfer, your characters obviously have your items that bound to your legacy, so your legacy transfers with you. And so if you fill out a stronghold, for example, and you want to transfer to another shard, you will own the stronghold, but the stronghold will not come decorated like you had it on the previous shard, for example. But obviously you maintain the decorations, so you would have to go and decorate again.
Okay.
But you'll still maintain the decorations. Those are all tied to your legacy, and of course the stronghold is as well. Does that sort of answer that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. So that is how a transfer will work. Short version is if you transfer, you will get all of your decorations and the strongholds that you own.
Correct.
But it will not remain. It will not persist the decorating that you had done across.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is getting so busy.
So as someone had a follow-up, so how will strongholds work with unique vehicles? For example, someone who has every character on their legacy has the tank mount, for example, does that mean they can place it multiple times? My understanding currently is no. Even if you have that mount multiple times across multiple characters, you're still only able to place that mount once. So basically, having it once is all you need. It's actually a benefit for Stronghold that you only actually need it one time.
Right.
I noticed that
But you only get to place it one time,
each of
so who
those is a
cares?
hook, and it seems to add towards the completion every time I put something down on one.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not just talking about what you can change, but it's talking about the individual hooks within it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So doesn't that mean you can actually change the number of hooks you've got? Because I mean,
You could, because you can change the layouts within that.
yeah,
one.
exactly.
So you can hit the layouts
And
button.
when you
and
do
change
it, it'll
something
wipe
else.
it. It'll wipe
clear
out,
that,
which is fine.
sure. But yeah, and it'll change that.
So, and then it goes back down to 41% completion instead of 44 or whatever I got up to.
Yep.
And then the
But a big hook's
the
not
white
worth
is
more than a
rugs.
small hook?
Rug hook, yeah.
It doesn't look like the merchant rug is ready. I didn't seem to place
Yeah,
when
that
I tried
one
it.
maybe.
Yeah, that one's
Yeah,
not ready.
I think all the other ones are there.
Senator one. The canopy doesn't make sense for this, but it's fun.
Sure.
Doesn't need to make sense, man. That's my
No.
policy.
Nothing needs
Doesn't
to make
matter.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't even matter.
I like how it's
But-
higher on one side, so you can actually have like.
It feels like an opening.
feels-
It means you can
Yeah.
it means you can platform across your tent. That's really what I want.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all I'm going to do is just make platforming things in my
I can't
garage.
wait to visit your stronghold.
Oh, that's going to be the best.
I'm so going
It's
there.
going to be the best. The
No,
only thing that's a
it's-
shame, I really genuinely am a little sad that, and I may have to replicate it, that players can't know what my character name is on live.
Yeah.
So I can't actually show the whole internet how bad my real character Stronghold is.
But we'll know as soon as we get there.
Yeah, oh yeah, you
If
will.
it's
yeah.
listed publicly and
Yeah,
we get there.
yeah, you'll know.
We'll know who's it is.
Unquestionably.
We should take votes to actually see which one is yours.
Yeah.
If it's littered with minefield markers.
Yeah, that'll be the easy one to find. So we've got a bunch of questions about the cinematic for Dro.
Oh, yeah.
So we can talk a little bit about that. So right now, it does actually work when you come into the Stronghold.
Yep.
So
it plays the first time you come into the stronghold.
Yep.
And so we didn't want to make you see it every single time you visit your stronghold.
Yep.
There's a cinematic for flagships as well, and that one will play every time you take like a shuttle, for example, out to your flagship. Similar to other shuttles and whatnot in our game. But when you visit your stronghold the first time, even with the first legacy character, any legacy character for the first time, you'll see the cinematic, but you won't see it every time you go out there.
Right. So since we were already in the Stronghold when the stream started, it had fortunately not played. I guess it's something that we could ask the stream as well, because so far we've shown you 3. We've now shown all of them but Tatooine, but we haven't shown you any of the cutscenes yet. Of entering your house. Now the question is, do you want to see them before you get there, or do you want to wait until till launch and then you can see them all yourself? Because so far we've consistently not shown any of them.
Right.
So it's up to you guys if you guys would want to try to see them beforehand. It'll be a little bit trickier, obviously, because we would need to kind of game it a little bit to get it to play, since we'll have already been in the Stronghold before we got there.
And the Tatooine one is I'll be a little bit biased. It's my favorite. It's sort of like gives me goosebumps. Classic Star Wars. It's just, you will definitely love it.
Yeah. So right now it looks like a 50-50-ish
No, it's
between
not.
show it to us and wait. So
No,
what'll
it's
probably
not.
happen is, unfortunately, it's going to be a question of convenience when setting up the stream. That if it is possible for us to not be in the Stronghold before we visit it, before we go into it the first time, so if we're just going to freshly decorate it or something, we can certainly show it to you. Otherwise, we'll leave it a secret for now.
What are we doing next week? Have we talked about that?
I don't actually know what we're doing next week.
No
It's
shit.
Tatooine, perhaps.
We may. Yeah. I think at least right now, tentatively,
Do you even know
our
what you're
plan
doing
is that
5 minutes from
I'm
now?
almost positive that next Thursday is going to be another poorly decorating with Musco stream.
Oh,
So we may
please,
use that
no.
opportunity to show off Tatooine for the for time. So we could always show it next week, because I'm just going in fresh to decorate. So we could always do that for sure.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun just messing around in here. It really is.
It's easy to kill several hours doing this sort of thing.
Oh my god, yeah. So someone asked, will we see Guild Strongholds next week? So just as a note, what you're seeing now is actually a Guild Stronghold, sort of.
Well, sort of.
Sort
in
of.
the sense that your guild can own this stronghold.
Yes.
Just as a stronghold.
Yes, it is just that the appearance and functionality is similar.
Yeah, the strong. If you own it as a guild, it doesn't look or act or behave anything different than your personal one.
Yeah.
But in the sense of decorating, but like I said, you can give out keys, different levels of keys, including gold keys, to guildmates, whereas your personal one, only you as the owner can own a gold key and can decorate your stronghold.
Right. Yeah. Guild flagships, however, will be a bit different. We'll show you that
Yes.
in the future.
Yes.
Yeah.
The functionality of decorating your guild flagship is principally the same, but it will look like a guild flagship. Look very different.
Interesting question that has come up as a follow-up to that. How do guilds get decorations for their strongholds as opposed to player strongholds?
So guilds, what they'll do is they'll donate decorations to the guild, and when you do that, then anybody in the guild that can place decorations can use that decoration, have access to it.
Yep. So it is more of a communal thing than a player
Correct.
one.
And it's all the same decorations as normal ones. It's not. They're not unique.
And there goes the stream again. Like the 5th or 6th time. Great.
It's all the same decorations as normal ones. It's not. They're not unique.
Correct.
So I asked back to a companion question. If we have two Jedi,
Damn it. I really want to know what they're saying. They're saying useful shit.
It's all the same decorations as normal ones. It's not. They're not unique.
Correct.
so I asked back to a companion question. If we have two Jedi,
Gosh darn it.
Hello?
Hey, the stream is still going. It's just being really laggy.
Yep, I see that.
It's all the
I
same
tuned in
decorations
about
as normal ones. It's not.
3 minutes
They're
ago.
not unique.
correct.
But I wasn't sure if
so
I
I
should
asked
jump on.
back to a companion question. If we have two Jedi,
Because I still have, my grandma's still here. But she's
Yeah.
in the other room, so when she leaves, then I'll have to go say goodbye for a minute.
Yeah, no problem.
But till then, I'll watch this gray loading screen.
Yep, this is about the 6th or 7th time.
Wow. Something like that.
I lost count. Because some of these lags last longer than others. This really sucks.
Hey, they're offline.
Yep, they just crashed again.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna pause it.
I don't suppose.
we just stopped and had to be reset. That was very strange. See if Hillary comes running back.
Yeah.
Just breaking the stream is down. Yeah. So it should be good now. Hopefully that will fix it. That's weird. I don't know why that's doing that.
No, Twitch can handle hundreds of thousands of people on a
Strong,
channel at
it's
the
too
same
strong.
time.
I guess so. What else we got?
It's their infrastructure.
These yellow lights really light up the room.
Yeah, there is some illumination from all those lights. The yellow ones definitely add more to it.
Hillary took a different tact and text messaged me to ask if it was to tell me it was down. To ask if everything was broken.
That's no fair.
Obviously,
She needs to run.
Yeah.
aesthetically, this is pretty horrible, but it's pretty. It's still
I don't know.
fun
I think it looks
around,
pretty
though.
great, honestly. I don't see how this is
That means
bad.
it's terrible.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. That's an interesting question. Can you please show off some of the achievements you can earn for Strongholds? I don't know, should we? I feel like we should let people see that when they get it.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you want to.
A lot of the, since we have all the decorations unlocked, most of those are actually all of those are already taken up.
That is true.
I hope that's not
and
all of them.
I don't know how much more decorating it takes to get to some of those achievements, but
Right.
they may happen, they may not.
Right.
We'll see.
Right. One happened earlier when I was decorating.
I'll be right back. 1 second.
Okay.
If people
so
want to
that was a
discover
fairly
shit
good
on their
one.
own,
Yes.
why don't they turn the damn stream off?
Well, you're 48%, so maybe we'll get one here.
Instead of
Do
like
some more, and then we'll maybe get the
fucking
there's
it
like
up for
50%
everybody.
one,
It's
or
really
half.
irritating.
I'm not sure
Let's try.
exactly what places they're at. We'll see.
It's kind of cool. You have drive yards.
Okay, I see what you meant by the poster
this one-
things.
That one's funny just because it's probably
Yeah.
meant to be a
In
long
In the
one.
previous screen, they're laying down, so you can't really
Oh,
tell
no,
what they
that's why I
are.
think they're
Yep.
listed.
Yeah.
That's cool too.
I hope they fix that.
I mean, you
it's on the list apparently,
it's not
according
all
to
Civ
last
and-
week.
And Jedi. There's a lot of like mechanical and
Yeah, and one of the things we're talking about actually is how to theme things, especially like maybe on the market we'll have Sith themed packs and things like that that are, that are more appropriate.
49%. If I can get to 50%, maybe it'll be an achievement.
So close.
Maybe, I don't know.
Let's just
Look
try
how far
it.
I got
al-
yesterday.
It
I
almost
don't think I got
works.
as far as
Achievement.
you did. There it is. Look at
There's an achievement.
Alright, up to 50.
Remember
Confirmed on
yesterday?
stream, there is an achievement for decorating your house.
It's
to
not
50%
working.
completion.
Or something like
That's
that.
just shown.
Asked and answered.
It's
Well done,
not,
Sean.
Yay.
You didn't even
not
answer
really
questions.
that
You just showed
complete.
it.
I
That's right.
just
Okay,
showed
ready.
it.
Like Lowe's.
Yeah. Ready to go.
Yep, I see
This
this.
is not ready for the live servers.
Yeah, sure is.
Any
Okay,
other,
posting.
any other areas we want to move into, or we can
Yeah.
keep doing this?
This is an interesting question. Can let's say you're a Republic character and you travel to Dromund Kaas to go to someone's house. Can you see Dromund Kaas general chat as a Republic character?
Boy, that is a good
Right?
question.
They've been asking that the whole
Interesting
stream.
question.
The answer to that.
Yeah.
I would assume you
Alright, so
shouldn't
someone
even
has
be able to
asked
travel
how
to Dromund
legacy
Kaas as a
storage
You
would
can.
work.
Okay.
So
You can.
instead of going on a tirade
Yeah.
explaining all the legacy storage stuff, what I will say is
So
hit
you
up
But
the
I
video
can-
tracker on the forums.
I can tell you
I
how
actually
that's
made like
gonna
3 or
work.
4 separate posts
So you
kind of
can go to
explaining all the little
Dromund
details and
Kaas,
minutia
Stronghold,
around legacy storage.
Republic War?
That'll probably be the easiest way to do it than having me explain it.
How it's going to work is you'll see Dromund Kaas chat, but it'll be Republic Dromund Kaas chat, not Empire Dromund Kaas chat.
Oh, okay.
I don't know
Is
why
there a-
people
don't put
overthought that
down.
question.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Don't put any of those.
It works just like how it does on every other
How
planet. Stupid people.
How hot an item that would be.
Yeah.
You don't see the other side's Tatooine chat, do you?
I
was just
Playhouse and
Fucking
have, like,
idiots.
real fun, you know what I mean? As opposed to
Oh my
I mean,
gosh,
fantasy
we
stuff
worst.
is awesome too.
See, I like your style already, Chill, because you're already
I'm
using
already
your house as
using
a
it.
platform.
Platforming.
Exactly.
Yes, that's what I'm going to do.
I wonder if I can get to the top of these things. Maybe.
You got this.
I'm
Alright,
gonna
you
throw
got
up.
Look at this.
Very nice.
Man, you're better at platforming and decorating.
It's a mini
Me
game.
too.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably just because I had
Can
too
you jump
much
across to
fish.
the other one, though?
Oh,
Fantastic.
man.
Oh man, you're
Well
way
done.
better at jumping than I am.
Can you get on that sign over there? On the
on the wall?
Oh, now we're really.
This is getting scary.
testing the limit. Oh
Hey.
my goodness.
Wow.
No
You're
problem.
skilled.
You literally just accidentally build a platform.
There's
Yeah, I
there
did.
should be
It's
an
awesome.
achievement for that.
Yeah.
No, you need to
Oh,
put down a
All right.
hologram somewhere.
Now from light. to
Yeah,
light.
exactly.
Get to it.
Right?
There you go.
Except there's the
That is
wall
a
thing.
little
Exactly.
bit of a partition there. Sorry.
Someone did ask about, for legacy storage, about credits in legacy storage. I don't think we got an answer to that. I'll have to dig into that one. If you
No,
could-
no credits. In that.
no credits in
What?
legacy storage. Correct.
What the hell's the point of it then?
See, this is the nice
If
thing.
you
is that
can't
when
put
I have
credits
questions
in
about
it.
Strongholds, Jack is the person I ask questions. So if Jack's here, I can.
That is so
this is my
stupid.
job live right here.
Right.
Except I have to walk
Right
across
now.
the building to be like, Jack, hey, how about this thing?
Yeah. I like
Wait, so what do you do
just as
all
many
day?
questions for you,
Yeah, this is
so
true.
we
This
need
is
to-
true.
We need to stick
What would
closer.
you say you
Seriously.
do?
Yeah. So we got
A
about
day
6
at
minutes, 5 or 6
BioWare.
minutes left.
Yeah,
Chill is right now
scary.
looking at
I
the
asked
questions
Jack
that I know that
questions
he
all
had to
day.
see if there's anything else to
Just to make
shoot
sure
Jack.
that I get them
And
all.
I'll
Can I
I'll
do
pop
that
anything else
job?
out of chat that we see. What is the minimum
You
level
need
for
to do
someone
anything
to enter
today?
Stronghold?
No?
Is it level
Okay.
1?
It's 15, 16?
It's right around there.
15 or 16, yeah, it's pretty low.
Yep.
It's enough to where once you hit that level, you have
15.
enough credits to buy, your Course Honor, your Dromund Kaas Stronghold.
Which, to that point, because I know the follow-up will be, how much does that cost? We're not going to tell you yet.
Yeah.
Like I said, all that stuff is still all being that stuff will be worked out right till the very end.
Right.
So that stuff you may not see
We are
till.
fine-tuning all of that stuff.
Yep. Yeah, that will be continual. Yeah. No creds in legacy storage. Did I hear that correctly?
Basically not
Yes,
gonna have an answer
that's
until, like, the
correct.
day before
no
it
credits
comes
in
out.
legacy storage.
The day it comes
And
in.
no, that's not a Holo with a Guild ship. I can't remember what that ship is called. That little floating sand.
That's not the Holo Guild ship?
Yeah,
Boo.
I think it was a hut barge or something
It's a
like that.
skiv.
It's a PvP
Yeah.
unlock, at least.
Yep.
That's where it is now.
Yep.
So that's kind of cool. That there's definitely PvP stuff. That's awesome. And just like any other item, you can use CC items, decorate with them, and it still adds to your prestige score.
Yes, that's
So,
correct.
Okay.
All of the items you get will add to that.
Yeah.
Now, and there's certain things. I mean, obviously, like mail and stuff that you can interact with.
Right?
But then there's the droids that we saw earlier.
The crafting droids.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So does that take time, or is it like you give them the parts and they give it to you right away, or is it you give them the parts and then there's like a a crew skill time sort of thing.
I don't know the answer to that one.
What?
I think it's just
Okay.
instant, like it built it and it's done. But I could be entirely mistaken, and then my lead desire will hunt me down.
How do they not know?
I'm gonna plead the fifth on that one for the moment.
Yeah, I saw someone ask earlier with the ability to have multiple strongholds. If you can have more than one of the same stronghold.
No, you cannot.
No, you cannot. No.
Oh,
So
that
there are 4
sucks.
strongholds at the launch.
I was really
today,
wondering
which
that.
is-
Well, I will caveat that, however. So
True.
You could have a personal Dromund Kaas stronghold, for example, and then if you're the guild leader, you can also have a guild Dromund Kaas
Oh,
stronghold.
okay.
Yes.
Right.
So, at
But
the
if you have a
launch
guild on
of
both sides,
Gun,
can you have 3 Dromund
there will
Kaases?
be 4, which is Coruscant, Dromund Kaas, Tatooine, and Nar Shaddaa.
That's right.
Those are the ones that you will see.
And you set the limit at 4 for
Seems
that reason,
likely.
Yes,
basically.
yes, because some people had asked about why deactivation.
What if all my
exists.
characters
I
are
made a whole
guild
bunch of posts
leaders
about
to
that as well,
different
explaining what
guilds?
happens. TLDR is the
Can I have, like,
deactivation is there is because there is a
16
4-stronghold
guild
limit,
houses?
which means nothing currently because that is all that you can have anyway. So the limit doesn't. There is nothing that's actually stopping, but it could potentially be something in the future should we add another stronghold. Which
Right.
then the limit could also change, so it still won't matter. But
Right.
so that's a further down the line type of thing.
I see lots of questions too about fleet chat and people wanting to know how this is going to work. And so, as we stated previously, the chat that you see on your stronghold will be the planet chat. The fleet chat will still be on the fleet. More reasons to go to the fleet. We don't want to deplete
Fuck
the
that.
fleet, as it were.
I do.
So you'll see your planetary chat on the stronghold that you're in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna blow it
So,
up with my
I
guild
see
ship.
that these droids, the fabrication droids, one's industrial, one's synthetic, one's universal. Does that mean they're for different types of crew skills?
Different types of crafting,
Okay.
right? And they will create different things for you. So they will each have unique sets of decorations they can make.
Cool.
Interesting. How can a Republic character buy a stronghold on Dromund Kaas? Can they actually buy a stronghold on Dromund Kaas?
Logistically, no, they cannot. But your Imperial character, of course, can. And then if you're a Republic character on your Legacy wants to go there, they will have to pay a fee to be smuggled into their other stronghold, cross-faction stronghold.
Yeah. Yeah, so in theory, if you wanted to have a stronghold, a Coruscant and Dromund Kaas stronghold, you would need to have at least a level 15 character on both factions,
Right.
to do that.
And then your smuggler per se and your agent don't have to pay any fees because of course they can smuggle and be covert themselves. So you can do that yourself.
Yep. So we got about we got about 2 minutes. So why don't we start wrapping this up? Chill, why don't you take this opportunity again,
Fucking
say who
A.
you are, who you're representing, plug your information again, so you draw some attention because I know you guys stream your stuff as well when you guys do your podcast and whatnot. So
Right, I'm Chill from the UtiniCast, and we broadcast and record live every Wednesday at 4:30 p.m. Pacific, utinicast.com/live. You can join in and watch the stream, and also that we have a chat room. And then Tio edits it, my co-host Tio edits it and puts it out generally on like Friday mornings U.S. time. And he's from Australia, so we've got a whole international thing going on too.
nice. So he'll be seeing this when he gets up because I imagine he's sleeping right now, right? He's in Australia 12 hours ahead of us, I think.
Just about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yep. So he's having fun visiting with his girlfriend somewhere in Australia right now. So he's probably away from the keyboard right now, but that's all
Let's
right.
hope.
Yeah, he's having fun, so that's good.
Fair enough. All right, well, I think that's going to do it for us today. So thank you again, Chill, for stopping by, coming out to the
thanks,
studio,
Thank you. This
playing
has
some
been
Strongholds.
awesome.
I don't
showing
think
your
anyone on there
first
knows what a
time.
girlfriend
Hopefully you guys all
is.
enjoyed
but-
Dromund Kaas.
Yes.
It's definitely awesome. It's my favorite. I'm so excited.
They're like, what the hell
Thanks,
is a
everybody.
Thank you, Jeff.
girlfriend?
Thank you guys. Thanks.
It's a mythical animal, like a
For
unicorn.
me.
All right.
Very rare drop.
I don't know why they cut it so short with all the problems they had.
Because they're douchebags.
Because
They probably
you couldn't fill the hour that you did have
Yeah,
because they started late, didn't they?
they did. They
And then they
started
had,
late. They always start
Let's
late.
say at least 5 minutes of freezing and lag and having to restart and whatnot.
Yep.
But
So this is interesting. Everybody was talking about Manan or whatever in the chat log, and then I just noticed that they just put up a developer blog about Menan, and it says since KOTOR.
Rated T for teen.
Oh, for fuck's sake. So, it's talking about Revan and stuff. But everybody's saying that it's going to be the new Flashpoint in 2.9. But then other people are saying it's going to be the new planet in 3.0. But there's a little blurb, but it's just a blog. It doesn't actually say what it is. So, anyway, as people kept talking about that, so. But yeah, talking about what you were saying, Zato, if you cut out all the lag, that was about a 50-minute stream. Maybe if you cut out all the lag, that's pretty poor. But they probably have more meetings to go to. Plus, they want to go home because it's like 5, 6 o'clock over there on a Friday.
5. But
Yeah.
please,
5, that's
they're downtown. They ain't getting home within the next hour and a half.
yeah.
Yeah, because if they live up north or south, it's right now you get on 35 and you're in traffic for an hour. Easy.
Yeah. So, anyway, I don't know. Any final thoughts? They answered pretty definitively a lot more questions, but they left us with a lot more questions.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to know what exactly you're getting. Like, some people are asking about collector's edition people. If they get anything extra, like a Malgus statue or poster or wall thing or whatever, and I'm like, yeah, it'd be nice to get something for having that.
Yeah, it would be. Estino, anything that comes to mind for you?
Not really, because I only watched about 20 minutes of it. But, I don't know. I'm still hoping it actually turns out to be something good.
Yeah.
Like, have they in their first streams that they did with it, they actually go into how you can place everything and all the details of what you can actually do? Or is that just something they've kind of...
Sort of. Okay, so you click on the little bubbles. They call them hooks. I call them snaps or whatever.
I've seen them. It reminds me of the Rift dimension stuff. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know if you have that much control. But
you can
place
swivel
thing,
it.
You can take you can
move it left and right.
Swivel it. Can you move it upside down?
No.
Yeah.
You can move it left, right, forward, and back, and rotate it, and that's it. You can't move it up or down, and you can't flip it. Although it seems to have its own ideas of flipping things, but I'm sure those are just defects.
Yeah, then it's not as involved as...
No, they tried to make it as
one.
absolutely basic as possible, so as many people could use it as possible.
Yeah, but that's the thing about the Rift one. It's as advanced as the user is. Pretty much.
Yeah, that's not
And here
going
it's
to be
almost
here.
like they did it as quick as they could to say,
Yes.
"Oh, we have housing now. Here you go."
Yeah, and they wanted it to look as good as possible, and they wanted it to be as easy to make symmetrical as possible. But then that lends it, why didn't they just make everything snap together?
Yeah.
Why are there hooks? Because I call it snaps, but then the more I watch it, the more I realize that nothing's actually snapping together. It's just, there's a little blobby, and you can place it in the blobby and move it around. But you can't move it up or down. And then people kept asking, like, for example, why can't you put stuff on a desk? And they're like, well, there's desks with every conceivable thing on it.
Yeah,
and I think
each one costs a different price, though.
Yeah, of course. And
But it's like, well, what if I want a nice big desk for, Legion, and he just has a holocron right in the center?
Yeah, no, you won't
I
be able
can't
to
do
do
that.
it.
Yeah.
No, instead all they had to do is just let you put your own hooks wherever you want, your own little blobbies. Or make it to where you could put a blobby under the desk and push something up through it, through the Y-axis. I don't know.
Well, that's how the Rift stuff works. The Rift one it's pretty much, when that was coming out, because I remember watching some of the streams, it is basically almost the same program that the devs use when they're building levels.
Yeah,
Like you can go in there and do basically anything, every little item, you can shrink it down to be super tiny, you can make it gigantic, you can sink it into the ground, raise it up. Like you have all these different options you can do,
Yeah.
which is how people are like building other things from other games in there, because you can literally. I've seen doors made out of tables, archways made out of like benches and stuff, because you're able to sink it into the wall. Like it's really complex on their thing.
Yeah, UO was the same way. You could rotate anything in any direction. You could use anything for anything. And yeah, could you F up your house? Of course you could. Could you make it unsymmetrical, completely unfriendly? Yeah. You could literally make it into a death trap or a dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
You could make houses that people couldn't walk through.
Yeah.
But that was your prerogative. It was your house. So what? If you wanted to F it up and invite people in to an F'd up house, you could, and that was half the fun of the game if you were into that stuff, and a lot of people were.
Yeah.
You could make it bright red and extremely painful to look at if you wanted. You could put blood on the walls if you wanted. I mean, you could put dismembered bodies on the floor. It wasn't a big deal. Like, nobody even batted an eye. They didn't even say, oh, you're weird. They just, okay, cool. But in this game, I think what it is it probably would have taken them years to make a system like that. And so they wanted to make it as absolutely basic as possible, so they put the little blobbies on the ground. UO had the little blobbies too. They were just invisible, and they were a certain pixel of squares. And obviously the item had to fall somewhere, so this is just like that, except the blobbies are a lot smaller, and there's a lot less of them. They could have just, let us put the little blobbies anywhere, but...
Well, it almost seems... I mean, I want to say it's probably very similar to how they build their own levels. Because when you look at the Tor levels, they're very symmetrical. It's very... Everything's very...
There's no chaos.
Yeah, there's really no individual things. If you find a desk, it's like one of 5 or 10 different types. It's never a unique... There's nothing ever really unique. It's all very standardized throughout. No matter what planet you're on, everything's very standardized.
Yeah, the art guy probably actually does have to make tons of different desks.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you, okay, I did a desk with this bottle, this bottle, this bottle. I'm going to go to lunch, and when I come back, I'm going to make the exact same desk. With this bottle, this bottle, this bottle.
I'm going to be on the left side this time, kind of thing,
Yeah, and then he uploads them into the art assets. Like, when I always talk at the end of these, I go through, swtor.com, and it rotates through, and I'm looking at all the art assets as we're talking. And the one I think about is all the... where it's like the kiosk with the different banner on the back. They probably have to make that same kiosk with the banner 10 different times, One for the guild bank, one for your personal, and one for the priority transporter, and every single terminal. They probably just remake that asset over and over and over and over and over and over and over. And the like the little video displays, like for the casinos and stuff, I keep watching that one scroll by. Every one of those has got a different screen. They probably just make it over and over and over and over, instead of just make it to where the back screen can change. So there's got to be tens of thousands of art assets in the game. That's why when they said, oh, there's going to be hundreds of art assets, I'm like, what, from like one planet? You guys got to have like tens of thousands of art assets in this game because of all the stuff everybody makes.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, even potted plants. I mean, there's tons of different potted plants, and I've only seen like 2.
Oh, one sec.
So, anyway. The thing I'm worried about, honestly, is now I'm starting to wonder if you'll be able to have 2 guilds on the same account. So I'm wondering if I have to give one of the guilds to somebody else to have the second. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I think some of it's weird having it be tied into Legacy, I guess. I get being able to use Legacy assets, but not so much making it to where it's tied, because it seemed like they were tying it into your Legacy. I don't know.
Yeah. But it would just suck if it was like one guild per Legacy.
Oh, yeah. Because they're saying, you could do a Dromund Kaas thing for a guild, you can do it for your individual character, okay, but Does that mean I can't do a Dromund Kaas for both kills?
Exactly.
On each side, like it should be tied in legacy-wise for the accessories or whatever, but not to tied into where it's like, you know, for the faction. Or the location shouldn't be tied into faction, or a legacy, I guess, should be tied into faction.
Right. Exactly.
So all my characters have one on Dromund Kaas if they want, but I can also, you know, I'm open up to have it. Even if it was one per faction, okay, fine, whatever.
Yeah, I'd be okay with that, because that seems fair.
I prefer to have my Sith on Korriban in a little ancient hall or something, but...
Yeah.
What can you do?
Yeah, I don't know, since they don't seem to be in a giant hurry to answer. Although they answered more this week than all the other weeks combined. But still, things like that, I mean, I don't know. Hopefully, you know, 2 different factions, 1 per faction. It, you know, seems fair, but I guess we'll see.
Yeah.